If there's anything holding you back from speaking on camera, then stick around, because in this video I'm going to share with you my top 3 mindset shifts to free yourself from a fear of judgment on video. If you're a purpose-driven coach who wants to learn how to leverage video to grow your coaching business, start today by hitting that subscribe button. First off, you're not alone. This is the #1 thing that holds so many entrepreneurs and coaches back from getting on camera and sharing their message and creating a big impact with video. I understand what you're going through because I've been there. Before starting this YouTube channel in 2019, I was hiding behind the camera, producing video for braver entrepreneurs and coaches. Getting on video takes a lot of courage, and that is a fact. It took me over a year to work up enough courage practicing offline and building this YouTube studio before I ever uploaded my first YouTube video. Before we dig into the mindset shifts, I just want to encourage you and let you know that today I actually love getting on camera and creating video content on a regular basis, even though there are still challenges that come up. Mindset shift #1, video is a journey. When you're born, you don't know how to walk, run, ride a bike, swim, climb. All of those things you learn through the process of just being open-minded and wanting to learn. And so as adults, for some reason, we tend to set this expectation that we have to be good at things before we've even tried doing them. So understand that video is a journey and you have to practice in order to improve your craft. The mindset shift here is to become an eternal student. Always be learning and take a perspective of non-perfection. Free yourself by looking at getting on camera as an opportunity to accelerate your personal development. Mindset shift #2, your purpose is more important than your fear of judgment. Think about your audience and focus on them. Who do you serve? Why is that important to you? How can you serve them with video content? Free yourself by committing to your purpose and building your future community. When you're driven to show up and serve with a purpose, you're going to be able to overcome any fear of judgment. Stick around after this next mindset shift, because I'm going to share with you what happened when I had to climb a construction crane with a fear of heights. Mindset shift #3, understand the origins of this fear. So why do we even judge others? I'll spare you the caveman story because you probably heard this already, and saber-toothed tigers and all that stuff. People like to talk about that a lot. Point is, our mind and our brain is designed in a way to process information that's coming at us so quickly, so fast, and so we have to make snap judgments and categorizations. This is a book. This is a fake plant. This is a camera. We know exactly what these things are. We're able to process that information quicker. So the point here is, don't take it personally, because people are wired this way and you've probably done it yourself. Another way to understand the origin of the fear is to take it back to when you were a kid. You weren't born with fear. You didn't have limiting beliefs when you were a kid. You went through these experiences in your life where maybe you were like me and the teacher put you at the front of the class, they put you on the spot, you just seize up and you're terrified because you're afraid of being judged by your peers and being wrong and that you're not gonna fit in, you're gonna look stupid. Like, all of these things are going through your mind, and if it happened enough times, then it kind of reinforces that thought pattern for you. And that's what happened for me, because we were moving around so much. I went to so many different schools. I was always the new kid. And so I was always trying to fit in, and I was always terrified of getting put on the spot by the teacher. Unless, of course, I knew the answer. Another origin of a fear of judgment comes from judging ourselves. This can happen when we make comparison to other people. The other reason why it happens is because maybe we're judging other people. Our expectations are way too high sometimes for others. And so that's actually a reflection of something that's going on for you. Free yourself from this fear of judgment by lowering your expectations of other people and stop comparing yourself to other people. Are you feeling brave yet? Share with me in the comments below what you've done in the past to overcome fear. When I was an electrician, I was working on a job site and I had to climb a construction crane. I was terrified of heights, but I was more afraid of being judged by my coworkers that I was afraid to do it. And so I decided to push through the fear. And what I realized as I'm climbing this crane, one rung at a time, the crane is actually twisting and turning in the rain and the wind. The weather wasn't perfect. It was definitely not your ideal conditions to be climbing something. And it was at least a couple hundred feet. I'm sure, I don't remember exactly how tall it was, but it was enough that I was terrified. The thing that I learned through this process was if I simply focus on grabbing one rung at a time and I focus on the thing that I want to get to the top safely. So what do I need to do that? I need to focus on the outcome and how to get there and stop rationalizing the fear of falling. And looking down, it is terrifying when you look down, but that's the point. You look at the rung, you grab it, you carefully put your hand on, and you keep climbing up the ladder. And that's all you have to do when it comes to video. If you're worried about getting on camera, you feel this fear of judgment, then the first thing you should do is start practicing offline, but don't let that hold you back. The truth is, the trolls are coming. There's nothing you can do to stop them. It's going to happen, especially as your success grows in your business. You can't control external judgment. You can only control internal judgment and how you respond to external judgment. You have the power to decide how you're going to respond and how you perceive yourself. So remember, video is a journey. It takes practice. You're not born with it. It's going to be a skill you develop over time. And the really cool thing is, it's one of the best opportunities for you to accelerate your personal development. Your purpose is more important. When you show up for a community, you can overcome the fear of judgment because you've got something that you want to do. You have an impact that you need to create. You have a message that you need to share. If you ever find yourself holding yourself back from doing something, then think about the origins and where it came from. Once you understand how that happened, then you can move forward and reframe the experience because you get to decide how you respond. Now it's time to take action. Grab your phone, grab your camera, whatever you have, and start practicing making videos today. If you'd like more help getting started with video, then check out this video over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you creating a big impact with your videos.